Welcome everybody here to Sports Talk Network, specifically here CB Wrestling Ramble. Unfortunately, I don't have my team here, so I can't really go over TLC. I mean, I already talked about it with my review there on Sunday night. Already talked about Monday Night Raw, my Raw review, and already talked about SmackDown Live. So what the heck? Unfortunately, one of my team members is sick. The other one just unable to make it. So I do assume not to be seeing both of them until the prediction episode for Survivor Series. But I do hope, Karen, hope you get better and hope to see Mark next week. Hope you see you both next week, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I mean, I have to get an episode out. I do it every week. But really, what exactly should I be talking about? And what exactly are we going to be reviewing and discussing? Because we can't, usually, and that's the unfortunate about part of this show. I want to maybe change up the format because what I do pretty much every week is, since I have my Raw and SmackDown reviews myself, I would just throw it to them what their thoughts are for if it's pay-per-view or for Raw and SmackDown on their own, their own thoughts on it, to make fun upon it, to have the platform and this and that. And as cool as that is in a way, that also becomes a habit and just becomes routine, whether good or bad. So I kind of wanted to shake things up and spice it up and have it a little bit better. I don't know, maybe I'll have to change the day, maybe change the format, maybe no longer review SmackDown Raw with them if they don't want to be part of the Raw and SmackDown Live reviews. Then if they want to talk about the show, then they had to talk about it quickly, which I have them do anyways, and just talk news. But sometimes during the weeks there aren't too much news. I can't make it a Q&A every week because I'm looking up to be able to have one here, if at all, after getting 200 subscribers, and I'm still a couple short. So if you know 4 more people, that might be interested in giving another channel a shot. It only takes 2 seconds to subscribe to a channel. You don't even have to watch the videos as long as you're subscribed. I mean, I'm subscribed to like thousands of channels, and half of them I forget that I'm even subscribed to them. But I don't unsubscribe because I wouldn't do that to them, or their numbers, whether their numbers were high anyways or not. So you can call that positive or negative, right or wrong. This is how it is. Also, I'm hoping to go to WrestleMania. I'm looking for a 4th person in our group to go. Reach out to some people, see if they're interested. Looks like it might be 900 total, 272 per person, 237.50 per person. But just wanted to see if there's anybody that does have $300 to spare and send me a check, that'd be great too. But beyond that, I really do hope to be able to go. I really am hoping that to be the case. I know Kyron and Mark both went last year, along with other YouTubers that I know that I'm friends with. We were able to go last year and have gone in years past for WrestleMania, let alone other shows in WWE. But for me, making my first ever show, I since last year, or even before them, heading into the last year's WrestleMania, I wanted WrestleMania to be my first ever event. Whether or not I've been able to afford a event that was local or a host show or something like that and cheap seats, no. I wanted to make it WrestleMania be my first event and make it so my first WrestleMania, my first show ever of WWE. So helping this military veteran in person and fans since a young child to be able to go to WrestleMania would be great. And I would love to go. However, we're able to. Because I know there's other YouTubers that have partnerships and able to go all the time, getting free tickets and accommodations. But I don't know. I just don't know in that sense. Kind of like I was in the mood yesterday with the NFL show because of things. And now I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here for Wrestling Ramble. I did reach out also to Ultra Central to see if he was interested to be part of the show at all. And with talking with him, it seems like he would want the shows to be on a different day because that works better for him, which is fine. So I might be able to accommodate and do that, and he'll have great ideas for the show if he's interested at all. And we'll go from there. Because it certainly would be great to have a personality like his, actually with a personality like mine, and just us actually being more alike than what meets the eye, right? What people assume his channel to be, or him to be. People perceive this channel and me to be, my personality. We actually have more in common than we would think. And then obviously we'll disagree on topics and wrestling otherwise, but respectful debate, and also looking for co-hosts for my NFL show. So I don't know, time sucks doing these shows by yourself. And especially with these now with the Wrestling Ramble, when you're supposed to have someone else here to talk about the shows that you already expounded upon in other videos. right? People want to hear me talk about Monday Night Raw. They click that Raw review video, SmackDown Live review, TLC review Sunday night. So, fortunately, for something, not too much to talk about here, having to do with wrestling. TLC was a good show. Raw was a good show. SmackDown Live was a good show. They're all good shows. I'm certainly enjoying the build here to Survivor Series and seeing how things go from there. The invasion of SmackDown Live, bringing rumors of the Raw one not happening to the Go Home show. Well, I said in the SmackDown Live review that should be the case anyways. But since I'm a little YouTuber and no one listens, no one goes, "Oh, that's a great idea," and they hear it from somebody bigger. It seems like that's the first person that said something, and they're the freaking geniuses. And then nobody else comes out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, I thought the same thing," when I'm actually the one that said it first. As in, I'm the one that said it first since the SmackDown Live show, because I said it mere 40 minutes after the show ended. Unless that article was written 20 minutes after the show ended, that's different, but I don't think that was the case. So, just little things like that, right? That's why I say I'm a diamond in the rough, because people were able to give this channel a chance and grow and do those things. My voice and my team members' voices who have great ideas themselves and great guests that I've had in the past will be heard, and people can go, "Oh, whether they agree or disagree, can be, hey, cool." And us being the first ones to talk about something or give one set of opinion or another of things, you know. Just hope to get that chance, get that shot, and maybe if someone or something, company or individual will help me out to get to WrestleMania, and I do vlog and this and that, helping to grow the channel in that way with daily or whatever vlog attending, then maybe they might help out things. I don't know. Or if I have to resort to paying for videos and promoting them and that sort of thing, but I don't want to do that. I want to try to grow my channel organically, and some of the videos that I have most recently, my SmackDown Live review video actually, they're hitting 181 views right now, all on its own without any promotion or otherwise, meaning paid promotion here on YouTube, without that happening for that video. So I like seeing that, and to me, yes, 181 views is a lot. It's like a channel with 5K subscribers getting 1.2 million views on a video or something, or maybe even a little less. Who knows? Whatever. Point being is big to me. But I'm lost to do with this episode. But I knew I had to do one because I can't cancel it. Because for me and my own psyche, you have to have a video every single week. You have to have received Wrestling Ramble. Otherwise, what the hell's going on? So here it is. It's gonna be short and sweet. Just talking about a couple of things. Like I said, there's breaking news there. Hopefully things go. Hopefully I can actually have somebody on the show next week. Yes, I know Kyron's sick, and I hope he does get better. I do. It's just unfortunate for myself that, doing this Wrestling Ramble show. And it was easier doing it by myself before because I didn't do the Raw and SmackDown live reviews, so I can at least go in depth on Raw and SmackDown by myself. But now, if I go in depth about Raw and SmackDown, then people might say, well, why didn't you do that in your own specific reviews for those shows? So that in its own right is unfortunate. And then you lose viewers because they're not interested because what kind of episode is this sort of thing. But it'd be what it be. And I deal with how it is. And what it is, just me, myself, and I tonight. Just talking about a few things having to do with WWE. I gotta go to the WWE shop, get myself a Raw or SmackDown Live t-shirt. But like I said, I think it was $237.50 per person for the WrestleMania package for my end of it. So hopefully, I know someone will be able to help you out for that on November 2nd or November here shortly because they go on sale starting Monday, and Jay's gonna be doing that. So hopefully, I can get that in actually. But my ticket was WrestleMania. But beyond that, we'll see how things go. And hopefully people will care. People can shot. Hopefully this channel can get a shot some way, somehow. I don't know. People have to know somebody, right? It's who you know, right? That's all that game's playing. Beyond that, like I said, not too much else to actually talk about in WWE. Not too much else news actually going on. I mean, I know also heard rumors of the Horsewomen match, WWE versus UFC Horsewomen facing off at WrestleMania, not at SummerSlam or Survivor Series, of course, because SummerSlam's already happened and Survivor Series is coming up. And Survivor Series being promoted as Raw vs. SmackDown. They wanted to push it back because of that fact, and also to let the women over on Team UFC there, for the Four Horsewomen there, to prepare and be ready for the match there at WrestleMania. But besides that and the other news, that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, if I had team members here, if I had people here, or watching Mike here, or others, be able to talk about their thoughts on Raw, SmackDown, TLC, and other things, get their viewpoints, maybe things they might want to bring to the table. I do hope to get 200 subscribers here shortly. Do a Q&A here from some of you, and go from there. But beyond that, I don't have too much else to say about that. So I'm pretty much done. Like I said, I'm sorry for this episode, but now the way that I do my videos with having a Raw and SmackDown live review, if I have to do a Steve's Wrestling Ramble by myself, there's not too much to really talk about because I already talked about the shows that usually would be talked about here. So either I don't do the Raw and SmackDown reviews anymore, so in case this happens again, I can go in depth about the shows, or I just keep going, and if I have to do this again, I try to find more news than I did here today. Plus, there is other news, little bit stuff like Total Divas ending, Total Bella's ending with the season finale, which was awesome, and then Total Divas coming with Mike Allen's Carmella and Alexa Bliss to debut. Also Nia Jax, which is interesting because Nia Jax, in the news with if she did walk out, reportedly from Sports Illustrated column talking about Nia Jax walking out because the plans were for her to do the job to Sasha Banks at TLC. In the end, it was Alicia Fox, who was good friends actually with Sasha Banks backstage, that did the job. But Nia Jax was supposed to, and she was upset with that, didn't want to do that. She called her cousin Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and asked for advice. I guess The Rock gave the advice of walking out. Didn't tell her to exactly point blank, but he advised her, if you feel your voice isn't being heard, you have an issue, something, then walk out. But it's still your choice because she's a grown-ass woman, so she can make her own decisions. There's like any superstar can make their own decisions, consequences of those decisions, good or bad. And go from there. So I guess that's the big news I don't be dealing with or having to do with Nia Jax. I do see, though, she will probably be part of the team Raw for Survivor Series women's match, Raw versus SmackDown Live. But I would assume that the plans were for Nia Jax to get maybe not a big push, but get a big moment there and maybe be the last survivor. Be the survivor. And the winner to get the win for Team Raw over SmackDown. But now, because of this situation, whether it's truth or not, perception is its own reality, right? And with that going on, plans might be changed where she might have to eat a little bit of Roma. She might have to be the first one eliminated. Then she's used to doing that, but still, this one being done in a different environment and reasoning. But either way, so I do think she will be back for Survivor Series. She'll be on the show. She'll be on the team. It's just interesting to see what's going on here. Because if things are really going bad and she's not on Survivor Series, that'll be even more telling, and she might actually want to leave the company just because she didn't want to work with Sasha Banks, which is interesting because in the past she has squashed and defeated Sasha in pre-show matches, but because this time it would go the other way around. I think this has to do more with Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss's issue, and that strange thing, and Nia Jax being Alexa's best friend, but either way, we'll certainly see. But like I said, beyond that, not too much else to really talk about. I do think those watching live and those that will be watching archive, hopefully people will be able to join me next week, and for sure, in 2 to 3 weeks from now with the prediction show for Survivor Series plus broadcast for that episode, whatever that episode to be. So I'm pretty much done here. Not too much else to say. I'll be keep rambling, making nonsensical sense. So hopefully my team will be able to make it next week. Gosh darn it, so they can give their thoughts on things. And I hope, and to everybody else, hope you have a great rest of your evening. I'll be back tomorrow for Riverdale review and stuff like that. And then, as I always do, Monday through Friday, I do a video now every single day. But above all else, and as always, take care.